upon them and give them strength every day to do this work, give them wisdom and discernment in the decisions that they make. And we, Father, we thank you for this community you give us to live in and serve in. And Father, we thank you in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Call the roll.
Councilman Poole.
Here.
Councilman Cotton. Councilman Carribar.
Here.
Councilman Watson.
Here.
Councilman Fred Barton. Mayor Lovelace.
Here.
We have a quorum for business.
Approval of the minutes from the last meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of that meeting.
Second. Have a motion by Councilman Kerry Barton, second by Councilman Poole to approve the minutes of the last meeting. Any discussion, any additions or deletions? Hearing none. Councilman Poole.
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton.
Yes.
Councilman Watson.
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton. Yes. Motion passes. The minutes are approved.
And approval of the agenda.
Okay.
And we have several changes to the agenda.
We have the agenda for, the council has a copy of the agenda, and we have a copy on the wall for the audience. If there are any discussion or any additions or deletions,
Let's say we've got to add, was it G1?
G1. Yep, G1.
Which would be the public hearing for the warrants.
that's right.
Okay. Is there any other one? I think that's all.
And I get G2, if we could call it G2, just administrative approval for the increase in credit line for credit cards. Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor of approving the agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays, or those in opposition by saying nay. The ayes have it. The agenda is approved as presented.
Under old business, we had presented to the council a few weeks ago by the Industrial Development Committee the proposal on the Downing property, and I'll call on Ed Hines to discuss that.
Mayor and Councilman, as you know, several weeks ago, members of the Industrial Development Authority came here and identified some property that's located right across from the industrial park. It's about close to 80 acres. It's owned by the Downing family. Bobby Downing and his sister Pat Downing and Florida. They had this appraised, and the appraisal came back, it's last year's appraisal, but the property came back at around $408,000. The Downing family has very generously offered to sell that property to the city of Brewton for $250,000, and then they will update the appraisal and take a donation, make a donation for the balance. So it's going to be about $160,000 gift to the city of Hyden. Plus they're going to little 2-acre tract in the southwest corner that they're also going to donate. So it's, like I say, it's strategically located. It's right across from the present industrial park. It has rail access, something that I know from personal experience and history has kind of been an impediment for the industry, because those that like to ship and receive things by rail, which most entities want to do, this may alleviate that problem. So that is what the resolution that you authorize mayor to go forward with closing this purchase, which will be sometime next month, and accept the donation from the city. And we're going to have to formally pass this resolution to do that.
Proper motion to approve resolution number 16-1010.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton to approve the Downing property resolution. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The purchase of the Downing property is approved.
Next item is approval of the accounts payable.
Make a motion we approve account payable.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Kerry Barton, second by Councilman Fred Barton,
Yes, sir.
to approve the accounts payable. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The accounts payable is approved.
Next item is a discussion by the city clerk on financing of the trash truck.
Okay. We have previously, the council had previously approved the financing of this trash truck, a second trash truck. We solicited bids from all 5 of these banks, and we got bids back from Bank of Brewton and Trustmark, and the low bid was Bank of Brewton at 2.8% for 3 years. And so we have this resolution to approve the financing for the low bidder of Bank of Brewton.
I make a motion to approve resolution 16-1010-1.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton, second by Councilman Watson, to approve the financing to Bank of Brewton for the trash truck. Any further discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The financing is approved.
Next item, we have a committee appointment, term on the Public Library Board. Liz Garrett's term is expiring, and it's a mayoral appointment, and I'll reappoint Liz to that board. Next item is approval of the 2017 court dates, and I call them city clerk.
You have them here on the wall. I saw the court dates for the municipal court coming here through early 18.
I make a motion we approve the court date. Second.
Motion by Councilman Kerry Barton, second by Councilman Watson, to approve the 2017 court dates, municipal court dates. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The court dates are approved.
Next item is approval of arraignment dates, 2017.
This same format, but this is the arraignment dates for the same time period.
So the arraignment date is the day before the court.
In the morning.
It's the Wednesday before, so
That's right,
Wednesday.
the week before.
John, that's always in the mornings at 9, is that correct?
It says at 9 o'clock, yeah.
Okay. Offer motion to approve the arraignment dates.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Kerry Barton, to approve the 2017 arraignment dates. Any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Arraignment dates are approved.
The next item is a gas department line of credit renewal with the city clerk.
Okay. Yes, this is the, this will be ordinance 16-1010, and this is a line of credit. It's an ordinance to approve an existing line of credit that has matured, that we use on occasion, not very often, for paying amounts if there's not available money to pay gas purchases on a 1 or 2 day basis. Never been used much.
I make a motion to introduce 16-1010.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton, second by Councilman Watson to introduce.
Kerry Barton.
Oh, Kerry Barton. Kerry Barton to introduce the approval of the gas line credit renewal. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The gas line credit renewal is introduced.
Offer motion to agree to consideration ordinance number 16-1010.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton for immediate consideration of gas line credit renewal ordinance. Any discussion? If not, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Mayor Lovelace.
I'm sorry. Mayor Lovelace.
Yes.
Motion passes. The the gas line credit renewal is up for immediate consideration.
Offer motion now to approve ordinance number 16-1010.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton for approval of the gas line credit renewal ordinance 16-1010. Any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The gas line credit renewal is approved.
Next item is the 2016 warrant parameters ordinance, and there are two different, these are parameters of bond issues that we will discuss or vote on at the next meeting. In 2013, we issued bonds on behalf of the city. Our credit rating for the city improved to an A+, and interest rates in the market are lower, and we're proposing to refinance that bond with the same debt amount and the same number of years. We're just getting a reduced interest rate, and that should amount to a savings to the city between $400,000 and $500,000. There was also a bond issued in 2009. That bond presently has a yearly payment on it of $550,000. We can reissue that bond for a 12-year period for the same payment amount with an additional $5 million included in that bond. Has that covered all the? So this is an ordinance that would also require a three-step process.
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance number 16-1010-1.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton, second by Councilman Watson to introduce 2016 warrant parameters ordinance 16-1010-1. Any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes to the 2016 warrant parameters are introduced.
Offer motion for immediate consideration of ordinance number 16-1010-1.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton for immediate consideration of warrant parameters ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none. Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I know you're
Immediate.
going to get the mayor.
All right, Mayor.
If he vote no, we can't do it.
Try.
And I vote yes.
Motion passes for immediate consideration of the warrant parameters.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance number 16-1010-1. Second.
Who was the second?
I did.
Motion by Councilman Kerry Barton, second by Councilman Watson, to approve ordinance number 16-1010-1. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The warrant parameters are approved.
Next item would be G1, which would be publication for a public hearing for the warrant that we just passed.
Okay, Mayor, I'll speak to that. The ordinance that you just passed, it can be put under the umbrella of constitutional amendment 94.01, which gives us more favorable debt ceiling. The city, as you know, a city can only have so much indebtedness compared to the value of all property within the city limits is taxed. This will put this financing arrangement under 94.01. It gives us more breathing room on that, and under that constitutional amendment, to structure it under there, to pass it, you've got to have a public hearing. And the purpose of this resolution is to set one for the next meeting date. It's got to be published in the paper this week, and we're good to go.
Alex, that resolution number, will it be the same?
16-1010-3.
We'll produce that.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve 16-1010-3.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton, second by Councilman Watson to approve the public hearing resolution 16-1010-3. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The public hearing resolution is approved.
And is G2 the credit card?
Yes.
And G2 is to, right now the city has credit cards in some department head name and some credit cards in the city's name, and this is to have all 10 cards that we would have just in the city's name with a $10,000 limit.
I motion to approve that.
I second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton to approve the credit card limits. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Credit card limits are approved.
Next item is a resolution. You have that resolution, you want to put it up? Or is there?
I'm sorry. I thought I was already past all the resolutions.
This is a resolution to purchase property, 8.9 acres, located at 1008 Douglas Avenue. That property is presently got an appraised value of it of $505,000. It's a donation of $105,000 by Sarju Patel and a price of the property of $400,000. 2 acres of that property is to be held out for industrial development sites. There's it's also, this agreement is subject to a phase 1 environmental survey, which is being done, and of course the customary legal documents that the city attorney would be preparing.
I have a motion to approve resolution number 16-1010-2.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, by Councilman Kerry Barton to approve the purchase of the Patel property. Any further discussion?
Yes. Now, Mayor, this is the property about putting the fire department on too, right?
That's, yeah, proposed for our department.
Yeah, proposed, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Patel property purchase is approved.
Next item is an announcement. I know under one we have I'll call him Councilman Fred Barton.
Thank you, Mayor. I make a motion for the mayor to proceed with the paving of the named streets, and also we would include in that, City Clerk, curbing as needed. And I would ask you to read the name of those streets, if you will.
Evergreen Avenue, Davidson Street, Gordon Lane, Bryant Circle, North Pine Street, Washington Circle, McClellan Street, west of Highway 31, North Forest Hill Road, Stallworth Street East, East Shore Drive, Forest Hill Drive, Woodland Drive, Cobb Street, Sowell Street, Blacksher Lane, Blacksher Street, Perry Street, Kimberly Street, McMillan Street, Elliott Street, Pine Street, Gowan Street, Auction Street, St. Joseph Avenue, Lambert Street, Hayes Street, Neal Street, Lyles Boulevard East, Shaw Street, Cactus Street, Brooks Street, Rankin Street, and Montgomery Alley.
I second that motion.
Motion by Councilman Fred Barton, second by Councilman Watson to approve the street paving schedule or projects.
Obviously, this is a multi-year list, and I see we have Reverend H.K. Matthews in the room, and I want to assure him that street, West Side of Wood, has previously been approved and should be paved within the next 30 days, so. And we had some public meetings last week. Another big paving project that we have grant money on, which is Sowell Road. That was discussed more in detail by the engineers and folks at that last meeting, but that project is, hopefully would start, round figures, about this time next year, but it's a really large project, but it was discussed in detail about the drainage and the moving the street over and the sidewalks and the different things that are going to go into that project. But that's another project that's already been previously approved, and the reason it's not on this list.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Street paving is approved.
Any other announcements or comments?
Yes, I'd like to call Vance Kilgore with the T.R. Miller Quarterback Club.
Good evening. Have Mr. Jimbo Hart, he's the president, and it's about that time of the year. We have our fall carnival, and we would just request that the city waive the daily rate and allow us to pay one day that will cover the 4 days that they'll be here. It'll be the 19th through the 23rd of October. Same place, same conditions as before, as far as we'll clean up afterward, make sure everything's presentable after the fact.
Mr. Kilgore, would you give me those dates again?
The 19th through the 23rd. They talked about doing it the following week, but we want to kind of get a little bit away from Halloween. Didn't want to tie that would be tied up into it, so they moved it up a week.
And your location's still up at where it usually be?
Yes, sir, behind the, next to Tractor Supply, yeah.
Okay.
Motion we approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Fred Barton to approve the waiver of the daily fee for the T.R. Miller Quarterback Club Carnival. Any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Kerry Barton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Fred Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. The
Thank you, gentlemen.
fee schedule is approved.
Are there any other announcements or comments?
I have none. Mayor?
We're adjourned.